Well, we got the Jeep dirty today, finally. Got it out and used it. Good morning, YouTube. It's Landon here with Order the Traveling Hats. We're getting ready to go out on a fishing trip. Just getting the Jeep ready. Just doing a walk around real quick and make sure we got everything loaded up. We got our food for the day. We got our fishing pole. We're going to try to go find a fishing hole up in the Ouachita mountains today. It is really early in the morning. The sun's not up yet. It's the best time, I think, to leave. I love driving just when the sun's starting to come up. So. All right, we're starting. Headed out of the driveway, out of the subdivision. It's really dark, and these headlights really do suck. So those are the bright lights. Those
turn
are the
left onto
low
Stonehill
beams.
Drive, then turn right onto Arkansas 365.
Low beams. I think the low beams actually illuminate the road better than the high beams, which is really pathetic. These halogen lights have got to go. We didn't plan on getting rid of those pretty soon. So we're still driving. We've been on the road for just a little while. The sun's just starting to come up. This is my favorite time of the morning, just when you're driving and your headlights are still on, but that kind of morning twilight's just coming over the horizon and things are just starting to kind of be illuminated by the sun, and it's just kind of, things are waking up, like the world is waking up around you and you're just kind of in it. There's a little bit of fog kind of lying in the low areas this morning. It's just really a spectacular morning, and I'm glad to be out here. So, turns out, there's a Casey's in Arkansas, of all things. They've got, like, literally the best breakfast pizza I have ever had in my life, and I didn't know there were any of those this far south. Thought they were all up in Missouri and kind of Nebraska in that area, but apparently there's one in Perryville, Arkansas, of all things. So I had to stop and get a couple of pieces of breakfast pizza, so I'm going to sit here and eat that, and then we're going to get back on the road. guys, we just arrived at the trailhead. This kind of starts out as just a gravel road. We'll kind of turn around so you can see it. I think you can kind of see it behind me. It starts out as a gravel road and goes off into the woods. So we're gonna kind of take a look at the Jeep real quick, make sure I think we're ready to go in there, and then we're gonna head in. A little bumpy, but this factory suspension surprisingly soaks up the bumps really well. I think it definitely rides better than my JK did, even with an aftermarket suspension. It just does really, really well. The trail's getting a little more narrow. Get a little bit more challenging through here. Maybe there's a couple rocks in the road we're having to kind of place our tires on, and just kind of start a descent towards that lake. I can see it through the trees. found this great lake. I'd been out here, like I said, about a year before. I didn't really remember the trail being good or bad. Turns out just the end is a little bit rough, but it's not horrible. The Jeep did great. I love coming out here. This is a beautiful lake. And it's kind of not on the beaten path, so you kind of got to know about it. The way I found this was on Onyx Maps. I've used Onyx Hunt and paid for it for several years to go hunting out west, and now they've got an off-road version. And I was just looking at the state and looking over here at the trails through the Ouachitas and kind of saw this on the map and decided to come out and try it. So map recon shouldn't be underestimated. They can certainly help you find some really interesting places to go. Well, we're gonna go down here, down the bank a little ways, and we're gonna cast for a little while and just see if anything bites, and if it doesn't, we'll go home. So, good day so far. This lake is so incredibly calm and peaceful. It's just incredible, and it's tucked up here. Like, you gotta know it's here, find it on the map, and then try to get to it. It's just super, super impressive up here. I hope you guys can really take that in and appreciate it like I can be in here. I hope that does it justice. Man, this lake is just spectacular. It's just this little tiny lake. I'd almost call it a big pond, but maybe a lake. It's a dammed up creek. And man, it's just super peaceful here. So I think I'm gonna close the video out here. We've taken the Jeep out for the first time, the new Gladiator. It's done well. It's still got a stock suspension under it. Hopefully that's gonna change, just a preview of what may be to come soon. But it did really well. The crawl control is very impressive on it. I've never had that before, never used it before, and while it is kind of unnerving to completely take your foot off the gas and the brake and just let the computer do what it's gonna do, it does really work. And the ultimate destination, it got us here. So, you know, I've been saying on the channel since we started that we were not really about doing Jeep modifications. We didn't want to be a Jeep modification channel where we just did install videos or whatever. We really want to come out and show you guys this in our backyard here. And my buddy Gabe down in Florida, you know, there's plenty of places to go in Florida. The terrain's quite a bit different. It's not as mountainous, obviously, but there's still some really pretty places down there. And we want to show you guys that. And our Jeeps, really, they're just a tool to get us out here, you know. They're like a ticket to the ride. They aren't the ride. This out here, these places out here like this are all over our state. There's a lot more of them to find. There's a lot more of them that we're going to show you. So stay tuned. Keep watching. If you like this, please like and subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell. I'm Landon, and I'm signing off on Order the Traveling Hats.